Hello, I'm Cindy Ehrenberg-Seltzer, President and CEO of the Children's Services Council of Broward County. Welcome to another edition of Future First, Focus on Broward's Children. Over the last few months, Broward County has joined the national campaign for grade level reading to ensure that all children have the reading skills they need by the third grade. Overwhelming evidence shows that children who do not suffer negative lifelong academic, financial, and social consequences that affect them and their community. Recently, the Children's Services Council convened dozens of stakeholders in Broward to align all of their existing efforts behind that campaign for grade level reading. One effort that's already in place that we'll discuss today involves a program initiated by the Broward County State Attorney's Office with the support of Partners in Education. In that program, a number of assistant state attorneys tutor children at risk of falling behind academically using an online long-distance learning method. To talk about this innovative idea, we welcome Sean Widener, Assistant State Attorney, Maria Schneider, Assistant State Attorney in charge of the Juvenile Division and a member of the Children's Services Council, and Tim Curtin, Administrative Director of Community Services with Memorial Healthcare System and a board member of Partners in Education. Later, we'll take a look at how the program actually works and hear from State Attorney Mike Satz as to why he supports it. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Maria, I want to start with you, and not just because you're my council member, but because of your background in this and bringing it to the state attorney's office. Tell me why. It's not a natural fit.
You wouldn't think so, but it's turned out to be quite natural. I also sit on the board of Partners in Education, and we had at one of our monthly meetings a presentation by a group called Innovations in Learning. And it was a fantastic presentation where they showed how there are agencies, both private and public agencies across the country, that are participating in tutoring children in their own communities without the people who are doing the tutoring ever having to leave their place of work. You basically hook up your computer to a computer that's in a classroom. Online, you make scheduled appointments so that you can have the child that you are assigned to tutor on a weekly basis available. You don't want to interrupt any of their classroom activities. And then you do that. And I thought it was just fantastic. I brought that back to my agency. I discussed it with Mr. Satz, and he was from the beginning on board and willing to allow us to try this. Unfortunately, one of the setbacks for us, or one of the barriers, was that there is a small financial commitment. It's only $1,000 a year per classroom. But given that we're government employees, it's hard for the agency to access such funds and very difficult for us to ask our people to contribute. So at that point, we turned back to Partners in Education.
And Tim, what did Partners in Education say?
Well, the mission of Partners in Education is pretty simple. It's to strengthen the public education through development of community and business partnerships. So we've got over 2,300 different partnerships in the PI, Partners in Education. It's otherwise known as the PI board that we sit on. And it's elementary school. One of the classic ones is fractions with food. So it's an 8-slice pizza that kids learn and can eat their fractions after they learn fractions, 1/8 and 2 slices is a quarter and so forth. Middle school, we have the Plywood Regatta in New River Middle School, and we have different things that Bright Star Credit Union does for interest rates and mortgage rates and learning real life information and education. And it goes all the way through high school. This was very simple to support because it tied not only the state attorney's office, but a group of professionals that wanted to help the community to a school that was in need and some students that were in need of some supports. In this case, it was tutoring. So the folks don't have to leave their office. They don't have to jump in their car, drive over to the school, and then come back to work. They can do it right at their office or at their desk.
So I want to get to how it's working and how much you enjoy it, but it really strikes me that this seems like something any business in Broward County could do. And I'm sure we have some viewers who would say, I want to do that.
Absolutely.
How do I do it?
Absolutely. I have to tell you that the time commitment for the people involved is a total of a half an hour a week. And it's a half an hour that you can schedule around your schedule. You have all 5 days of the week, and you have certain hours during the school day. They are somewhat restricted, but ample enough that you can make it work around your schedule. So the time commitment for the people who want to help is so small that it makes it workable. And the fact that you don't have to jump in a car and add all the additional time and disruption of leaving the workplace is something that I would urge any agency, public or private, to get involved. That's one of the things that we'd really like to see happen as a result of having the community aware of not only the magnificent impact that we make on these children's lives, the amount of words that a child, and this is how you measure it. You measure the amount of words that they're able to read at the beginning of the school year and the amount of words that they're able to read at the end of the school year. And they've figured out that this half an hour of tutoring a week increases the amount of words that a child comprehends and reads exponentially. I mean, I don't have the numbers with me, but it's such an impressive number that it's hard to believe that such a small commitment of time from us can make such a difference. So I would encourage anyone who has, you need 10 employees
so it
per
does
classroom.
have to be the agency.
You have, yeah, well, I mean, if the employees wanted to do it, as long as the agency was willing to let them, I don't see what the problem would be. But it takes 10 employees of commitment per classroom.
Okay, and how do they sign up? Do you guys know?
Well, I think Sean can explain that to you.
Sean, tell us.
I acted as the coordinator in our office, but he is one of the earliest people to sign on. He's been doing it for 2 years, and I think he can explain how that worked.
As far as signing up to the website to begin the tutoring, it's really easy. We go, sit down at the computer, go to the TutorMate website. It has all the information. This year, they upgraded the website, which is great because now it's easy to log in. You just put in your email address, a password. You have all your information. You can schedule a class. Mine, for example, I do every Wednesday from 10:30 to 11. If for some reason you can't make that because you're going to be out that day, you're in a meeting, or for me, if I'm in court and I just didn't get out of court in time, I can go on to the computer and I can do a reschedule. So I can reschedule for the following day or Friday. So I can do a makeup. It's really simple, works well. You go online. Once you open it up, it has the phone number. So once I'm logged in, I pick up the phone, I dial the number. They have a child from the class answer the phone. Hi, good morning. Who do you need? And I tell them who I need, and they come to the phone.
And you work with the same child every week?
With the same child, yes, the whole year.
And do you see them? I mean, is it a video chat?
You don't see them. It's not a video. It's just over the phone. You hear them. You can go into stories, and there's like pages where you click and they flip through, and you hear them read it. If they're having trouble with a word, you can click on a word, and it highlights it for them. So we can go. Let's try to sound this out. Take it easy. Go one letter at a time. There's also games as well. There's tic-tac-toe where in order for them to select a square, they have to say the word that's in it. So it's all about reading in words. There's flashcards, and you can up the reading level as you progress. The teacher can recommend a different reading level, or if you feel like you've read through the stories and they're doing really easy, you can do it on your own. And I did it last year, and I could really tell a difference from when I started to when I finished, that there was a difference in how well my child was reading.
I am so excited. I'm ready to sign CSC up. I think we could cover a couple of classrooms, and I bet others will be excited when they see how it really works. So let's take a look now at how the program works by shadowing Assistant State Attorney Janine Rice and Hussein El Rashidi, and hear from State Attorney Mike Satz about this initiative.
Hello. Hello. Hi, may I speak with Marcellus, please? Marcellus, are you there? Yes. Oh, hi. How are you? It's Miss Janine. All right. Do you see the screen? Yes. And do you see the word? Yes, I see the word goop. Goop. Good job. I've tried to pick some funny words today. How about that one? What is that? Oh, pigeons. Don't feed the pigeons. That one? Number 8? Yes. Okay. Don't feed the pigeons.
Very good.
Hi, is this Riley? Hey,
Riley. How you been? All right, so I'm going to let you go first today since you won last time. I want you to tell me, you want to be X's or you want to be O's? All right, where are we going to go first? All right, so that's grim. Do you know what grim means? Hey, can you hear me? All right, you know what grim means? When something isn't very good, it's not looking very likely, okay? That's number one. So I'm going to now choose number 9. Can you read number 9? All right, well, I'm going to block you. I'm not silly. I'm going to go with number 4, crow. You know what a crow is? It's a bird. It's a black bird. Yeah, that's right. All right, you're up. I don't know how I didn't see that one. You got to read the word, though.
TutorMate is terrific, and it was almost like it was meant for an organization like ours, because a lot of people in this office want to be involved, and they have such a busy, very active caseload with the amount of cases that they're handling and depositions, and they're so busy during the day. This gives them an opportunity to give back and to help kids, and they don't have to travel. You just take a half hour a week with a computer or more and just deal directly with the kids who really need it. And you know, reading is such a key to learning. And when a kid can really you know, master you know, his reading or her reading abilities, it's going to enhance their learning process so much. The children are going to be dealing directly with somebody from our office, an adult who's going to help them with their reading skills and take them through it. They build up a good relationship and confidence in the ability to read. And as I said before, you know, developing reading skills is great, and it has them develop a mentoring relationship with people who really care about them. Well, the head of our juvenile unit, Maria Schneider, who's very active in the community and you know has such a caring feeling about children, brought it to my attention, and I thought it was a great idea. And what we really liked about it is you don't have to travel. You pick a half hour during the day, during lunch or whenever, and it's great. You can deal with the kids right from your workplace. And I would recommend it not just for, you know, our organization, but any company or organization, because the time constraints don't get in the way, and it's an opportunity to deal directly with the kids and really help them. It's a win-win.